Well, the big thing about ODI cricket, the World Cup happens in ODI cricket. It doesn't happen in Test cricket or, yes, in T20 it has started. So, I think, why I love ODI cricket is because you see a bit of Test cricket and a bit of T20 cricket in one format, and you get the result in one day. If the team loses 3 early wickets in the first 10, 12 overs, you see the batsman coming in, struggling a bit, and then looking to get on with the slog. So I think it's an ideal mix of both Test cricket and T20 format. And what has happened right now is it's getting more and more interesting, with most of the teams looking to score close to 300 odd runs, which more often than not nowadays is not considered a very safe score.
Yeah, can we have the update on Zahir Khan?
Well, he looks fit as of now, but I didn't have a word with the physio, but he is fit. If there's anything, we'll let you know.
Yes, please. Mahi, you were the part of the 2007 team which lost to Bangladesh and then was out of the World Cup. And now you're captain of this side. What is the difference between that side and this side?
Well, there are quite a few players who are the same, and I think we are in a better frame of mind right now compared to the 2007 World Cup. I think that's the only difference, because from talent point of view, I don't see the 2007 World Cup squad, lacking anything. It was as good a squad as this one is, and it's just that we'll be playing under the condition which we know more compared to the last World Cup.
What makes India strong favourites? Is it just because India playing at home, or do you think the last 2 years contribute a lot?
I think the last 2 years' performance do contribute a lot. Wherever we have gone, we have given good performances. We have missed key players in the ODIs, but still the performance has been quite consistent. So I think that's one of the main reasons, why we are said to be one of the favourites. And of course, the home condition, just adds on to it.
MS, the fast bowlers' fitness might be again a concern in a long-run tournament, and despite winning the 2 warm-up games, Munaf and Nehra especially, their confidence wouldn't be sky high right now, given the kind of wickets they had to bowl on and the way they performed in the first. Is that going to be a major concern going in?
Well, the condition, you play according to the condition. That's one of the reasons why I relied on spinners a lot, because we played on turning tracks where it was turning a lot, and we had the option of using the spinners. In the last game, we made an emphasis to push the fast bowlers to bowl a bit longer, and that's why the last 10 overs we were planning to use them in the slog and the power play, but the New Zealand team, they got out early. So I think the preparation will be quite good for them, and hopefully they'll perform to the potential they have got.
Have you thought about your batting order? Would you like to come up with the batting order?
Well, I would love to, but again, a lot depends on the batting, the 7 batsmen that get selected for the squad, and who can perform the best to their potential and which number suits them a lot. So that all of that needs to be calculated, and of course what kind of a start we get. Accordingly, we can send the batsmen, because most of our batsmen, the floaters, they can bat at any number. So let's see.
Dhoni, is India contemplating playing 2 spinners in 11, specialist spinners?
Well, that's definitely a big option, but I've not seen the wicket as of now, so I don't know how exactly the wicket may behave. But why not? Because our strength has been spinners, and in both the games they have done well. But again, it will depend on how the wicket looks like before the start of the game. Well, right now in ODI format, I feel nothing is safe, because we have scored close to 413, 414 odd runs and won by 1 run. And at the same time, we have beaten the best team, scoring 225 odd runs. So I think a lot depends on the condition and what kind of a pressure as a team you are able to put on the opposition. So any score can be a good score, and any big target can be a gettable target in this tournament.
Mahi, do you feel as though there's a bigger buzz around this World Cup here in Bangladesh as compared to back in India?
I think it's an equally big buzz, wherever you go. I've not been to Sri Lanka, but I think, everyone is excited about the tournament. Everyone is looking forward to it. And that's the big thing about, cricket happening in the subcontinent. All the people, they love cricket. They have an opinion about cricket, which means they are pretty much involved, throughout the tournament. Well, I think it's a very big tournament, and, it has to be successful. No reason why it can't be successful, because, if it's not successful in the subcontinent, I don't think it will be successful anywhere in the world. So Of course, the response of the crowd, it depends on that, and no reason why it can't be successful. The opening was really good, and the format also, what the format does is basically at the knockout stages, you'll see the stronger teams, going into the knockout stages, the teams who play consistently well in the league stages, which means from the quarterfinal onward, you'll see real tough games and, tough oppositions playing against each other. So I think it will be a big success.
One last question. Why would you reckon a subcontinent nation would go ahead and win instead of someone else? Is it only the home conditions or is there more to it?
Well, I never said it will be a subcontinental team. Yes. So I think knowing the condition well is important, and what we have seen is if the wicket misbehaves, when it turns, it is said to be misbehaving, in the terms of teams that come from abroad, so if it misbehaves, it's the subcontinental team who can are said to negotiate spin well compared to some of the other teams. And again, in the bowling department also, the quality of the spinners, that the subcontinental teams have is slightly better. And if you compare on an average, we have got more than one specialist spinner in the side, which means, the spinners can really put pressure on the opposition batsmen.